every one of our meetings with invocation and pledge to the flag. And tonight I'm going to ask our Mayor Pro Tem Robinson, Wayne, if you will,
do the thing. Okay. Lord, thank you for bringing us all here safely tonight. Thank you for this absolute gorgeous day that we had. The blessings that you give us that we so don't deserve. Thank you for everything you do. Lord, help us to make the decisions that tonight and always that honor you. But let us remind ourselves that there's no better decision than the decision to follow you. So be with us as we go through this night, and be with us as we travel home. We ask in this precious name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight to the most exciting time you'll have all week. And we'll go. Mr. Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Sir. Mayor Bojo.
Here.
Commissioner Robinson.
Here.
Brock. Here. Cochran.
Here.
Beeman.
Here.
Fisher.
Here.
Hickson.
Here.
Collins.
Here.
McDaniel.
Here.
Everybody should have gotten a copy of the minutes for our last meeting on January 26th. Are there any corrections, additions that need to be made of any kind? Then we will approve those as written. We have one proclamation tonight. It's Arbor Day celebration, and there she is. I'm going to ask Commissioner Beeman if she will come forth, read that proclamation.
Giant who has poured her heart out in making sure we keep Rome beautiful. I can't think of a better person to be representing the city, and I know Sammy's proud because you truly are a rock star. Okay. Whereas the first Arbor Day was celebrated in 1872 in Nebraska as a special day for planting trees and has grown to thousands of celebrations in communities across our nation each year. And whereas the community trees improve public health and air and water quality, reduce the erosion of precious topsoil, increase property values and economic vitality in business areas, increase energy efficiency throughout shade, provide habitats for wildlife, and beautify neighborhoods, parks, streets, and residential developments. And whereas community forestry leaders and partners will be joined together in celebration the Arbor Day Foundation's Tree City USA, Tree Campus USA, and Tree Lines USA programs, and the Georgia Forestry Commission Urban and Community Forestry Program. And whereas all Georgia benefits from the urban and community forestry, which contributes more than $4 billion to our state's economic and provides employment for more than 100,000 people. Now therefore be it resolved that the City of Rome Commission and the Floyd County Board of Commissioners do hereby proclaim Friday, February 13, 2026 as Georgia Arbor Day in the City of Rome and Floyd County, and encourages all citizens to celebrate Georgia Arbor Day and to support efforts to protect our trees, our woodlands, and further encourages all citizens to plant trees to gladden the heart and promote the well-being of this and further generations. It is going to be signed by our mayor and our Floyd County Board of Commissioners. We salute you because you are our superstar. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. That's a long one. Maybe we can shorten it up a little bit one day. But my name is Hannah Bagley. I have the honor of being the program coordinator for Keep Rome Floyd Beautiful, also the tree board. So the biggest event that we do together is Arbor Day. So this Friday, February 13th in North Stars Park on North Broad Street, right beside Stanley's Restaurant. We have got some really cool trees installed in the ground already, and it's at 1 o'clock, so stretch your legs after lunch and come enjoy celebrating our men and women that put all of their efforts into the green infrastructure here in Rome. So thank y'all so much.
You know, a couple of years ago, they told me I was going to serve on the Keep Rome Beautiful committee, and I thought, why? Why me? But I'm going to tell you, we had more fun, and that little lady right there, she's unbelievable things she comes up with in what she accomplishes with really next to nothing. So, anyway, Hannah, good job. We have 4 registered guests for tonight, and so we'll start Ron Swinford. If you'll go to the podium, tell us your name, address, you'll have 3 minutes.
I'm chasing them out of here already, huh?
Yeah. That's my job.
My name's Ron Swinford. I live out in Celanese. I grew up here in Rome. The one thing I never worried about was water. 3 rivers and Cave Spring, I figured we would have enough drinking water. Little did we know about what was going on in Whitfield County. But as of late, I've discovered that that might not be the case. The city averages 6.25 million gallons a day in water usage. Those were the numbers given to me. I know y'all were actually quoted a little higher than that. I think it was 6.7 at the retreat, but these are the numbers that I got back in December. So the county uses on average 3.89 million, so right at 4 million. You combine the two together, that's 10.1 or 10,149,000 and some change. The city can produce at this point with the plant that you have now 18 million gallons. You're covered. The county puts out about 8.7 maximum in million of gallons a day. So you've got all that covered. However, when you throw in data centers, that is not the case. The 2 that are going to be out in Coosa, the Microsoft one and the Atlas one, are going to be using 5 million gallons a day. Those aren't numbers I made up. Those aren't numbers I got off the internet. Those are numbers they told us at the meeting when they were asking for the zoning. That's 10 million gallons a day. That's more than the county can produce, which means they're going to have to get some water from you. Now, you're building this nice new water treatment plant, so that's going to be good because you're going to need it. The one that's going at Batty, we have no information on how many buildings or anything like that. But Atlas is known around the country as somebody who, their centers use a lot of water. I found one that's 30 acres less than the Batty property that uses 8.5 a day. Now, I don't think that's how much they're going to use here. I'm going to say it's 4 million because if you scale down the one in Coosa, that's about what it would be. And then we have another one being built out in Shannon that's going to probably use around 1 million. It's a much smaller facility. When you add all those up together, that's 15 million gallons a day. You throw that onto your usage already, that's 25 million and some change a day. You have 26.7 available. That's not including all the new growth. As of last count, there's around 4,000 planned houses, apartments, and townhouses around Floyd County and in the city. Using your own numbers on number of customers divided by 6.25 million a day, that's 353 gallons a day.
Thank you. Brad Paget, name and address, please, sir.
I'm Brad Paget. I live at 8 Oakwood Street in Summerville Park. And I have the same concerns that Ron did about the water, and additionally the high energy consumption that these data centers globally account for 1% of global electricity use now, and that's it's projected to quadruple by 2030. The significant water usage has been documented coast to coast. The electronic waste, e-waste, these facilities contribute to environmental pollution and the accumulation of toxic heavy metals in landfills. The air pollution, the backup generators spew out nitrogen dioxide and other diesel particles. And there are public health risks posed because of these things, and particularly to the nearby residents. And you gotta look at where it's placed. You couldn't have found a worse place to put one in my mind, is on the old Batty property. You got Somerville Park on the east side of it, right at the front door of it. You got income-based housing on the south side. On the west side, behind it, you're gonna have, you got Garden Homes, and it's like Somerville Park, it's been there since the 30s. And we're in close proximity to that thing. On the north side, you got the Spires Retirement Community, not to mention the hospital. I feel like these should only be considered for remote, sparsely populated areas, not in a community that's densely populated like ours is. I can't imagine why we're gonna put it right there. I urge you to prioritize the well-being of the community over whatever profits are to be gleaned from this, whether for the city of Rome. I don't see how anybody else is gonna benefit from it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Padgett. Christy Minor?
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, Commissioners. My name is Christy Minor of Somerville Park. I was here in December, and I notified y'all that the Attorney General had told me that they were opening a mediation on the open meetings complaint that I filed on behalf of Oppose Atlas DC Batty regarding the Development Authority. Just this past Friday, I did receive the response that Andy Davis, who is the attorney for the Development Authority, submitted to the Attorney General. I'm not going to go into a lot of what he had to say because you all should have access to that, given that you are in an intergovernmental contract with them and that he is, in addition, your own attorney for the City of Rome. But basically, there's two complaints that were filed. First was that the meeting on August 27th was not properly noticed. There's really no other way for me to explain it except that in his response, he lied about the website, the landing page for the Development Authority, and I have the evidence to show that, and I'll be sharing that with the Attorney General probably tomorrow. The second complaint was that not all details were required by law were released prior to the public vote. His response was pretty much a defensive tone that the complaint has not and cannot demonstrate that. That really doesn't surprise me that his tone was that way because he kicked off the letter with really a desperation in the paragraph 3. Ms. Minor has recently become interested in a variety of local matters, lodging Open Records Act's request to the City of Rome, Floyd County, and the RFCDA. We understand that she has engaged in similar activity in other states. So I find this highly interesting that he chose to attack my character. I had been a citizen advocate for 25 years, and the fact is that we were in Maine for 20 years. For the last 2 years, my husband and I were engaged in a battle against the tyranny of our government. We were forced out of the state of Maine and landed in Georgia. So when I, as a citizen advocate, stand before you all, I come with experience of the necessity to fight against government tyranny and overreach for the public, for the safety of my family, and also as a property owner. I am a homeowner here in Rome, and we closed on our house last March. So this spin that I'm an outside agitator narrative, it's pathetic and it's un-American. But he didn't only attack me, he decided to go ahead and insult the good people of Rome and Floyd County by calling Miss Minor and her cohorts. So I'd like to take this door that he's opened to announce to my apparent cohorts my candidacy for Georgia State House of Representatives, District 13. So people choosing the Republican ballot during the May primary will have a choice of election. So feel free to find out more at voteforminor.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Adam Milam. State your name and address, please.
Yes, my name is Adam Milam. I live on North Avery. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for allowing me to speak today. I really appreciate that. I want to be clear and fair at the outset. I understand that the city and county are pursuing economic development, and I understand that the data centers bring a large capital investment. I'm not here to relitigate decisions that appear to have already been made. What I am here to talk about is the impact and fairness. These proposed data centers are being placed directly adjacent to residential neighborhoods and schools in areas that until recently were not zoned for heavy industrial use. The decision shifts very real costs onto nearby families, increased noise, visual, and light impacts, property value risks, and a permanent change in the character of their neighborhoods. My question is simple and reasonable. If the city and county are moving forward with these projects, what protections and compensation are being provided to the residents who bear these costs? Specifically, I'm asking that before construction begins, that the city and county require these things, that there will be a baseline noise and electromagnetic field measurements near the schools and homes, that there will be ongoing and publicly available monitoring paid for by the developer, and that there is a clear and enforceable noise thresholds with penalties if they're exceeded. And there should be a discussion of community benefit or mitigation measures for adjacent homeowners. If these projects are as safe and well mitigated as claimed, then independent testing and transparency should not be controversial, and a community benefit agreement would not warrant any reservations. Economic development should not require nearby families to quietly absorb the risk, the irritation, or loss of value without acknowledgement or protection. I respectfully ask the Commission place these mitigation monitoring measures on public record and to explain what recourse residents will have if impacts exceed what is promised today. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.
I do have one document I'd like to leave with you. It's basically just a bullet point of what I've stated, and if I could give that to you
That
for the
would be
record.
fine. Thank you. We have a couple of resolutions that we need to cover tonight. First, the city of Rome is a city of civility, and periodically we have to renew that, and we do that with a vote of the commission. And Joe, do you, or Sammy, which one?
We took this, I believe, for the first time in the year 2024, as I recall. I think, Joe, correct me if that's.
Yes, sir, I believe that's correct. That was a new GMA program at that time.
Okay, so to work this resolution, I'll need a motion that we continue.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we adopt that resolution.
I'll need a second.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yes. Mr. Mayor, each one of us got assigned this here, and it came from GMA, which is very much at the time, I've always supported it. I thought it was a great thing. I do, however, don't know if the newly elected commissioners have had a chance to even digest it. Would you say you guys have had a chance to digest this?
We do similar with the Board of Education, so when I read it, I felt very familiar with the idea of pledging to be civil and ethical.
That's basically.
I was looking forward to the training at GMA, but unfortunately it was canceled. I haven't had the opportunity to read through this declaration, but if it provides access to what we're pledging to be a city of civility, meaning that we're advocating for civil engagement and respect for others, then I'm okay with it.
That's great. Any more questions to my right? My left?
Good.
Mr. Clerk, call the roll.
Sir. Commissioner Robinson?
Yes.
Brock?
Yes.
Cochran?
No.
Beeman?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Dixon?
Yes.
Collins?
Yes.
Daniel?
Yes.
Next one is cancellation of the moratorium that we put in place concerning gas stations and other things. And this would, it was scheduled to expire April 1st, but because of some things that we put in the last couple of weeks, then we don't need this any longer. And so I'll need a motion in a second that we cancel this.
I'll make a motion that we cancel it.
Need a second.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Now, as you said, Mr. Mayor, the ULDC changes address all of this, and so it's perfectly clear, their guidelines now, so.
Yeah, and I think most of the reason that it was put in to start with is the guidelines weren't clear. And now they are much clearer than they were. And so that's why we're doing away with the moratorium and let ULDC do what it was designed to do. Any questions? Any other questions? Mr. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Sir. Commissioner Robinson?
Yes.
Brock?
Yes.
Cochran?
Yes.
Beeman?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Hickson?
Yes.
Collins?
Yes.
McDaniel?
Yes.
Bryce, we've got one for first reading.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, we have one item for you. It's file Z26-02-03. The request is rezoned from high-density traditional residential to multifamily residential for the properties located at 202 Waddell Street, 0 Nelm Street, 0 Stonewall Street, and 203 Stonewall Drive, Rome, Georgia, 30161. Foley County tax parcels J13P032, J13P031, J13P030, K13Y553, and K13Y552. The Planning Commission recommended approval with conditions by a vote of 9-0, and those were the staff recommendation and conditions as well. Thank you.
Thank you. We have nothing on second reading or continued first reading. There are no public hearings. Mr. Clerk.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Manager.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Attorney. No report, Mr. Mayor. Okay, for my report, the Rome Floyd Development Authority will meet Tuesday, February the 17th at 9 o'clock at 800 Broad Street. Joint Services Committee met last week, and the Joint Services, for those of you that don't know, is a combination of city and county, the mayors and the vice chair and the pro tem. And we are going to put on first reading the nomination of Melinda Brown to serve on the Land Bank Authority. As I said, this position is jointly appointed by the Rome and Floyd County Commissions. That takes care of that. Water and Sewer met last week, and we just went over the events of 2025 and the goals of the Water Department, Sewer Department in 2026. Mr. Robinson, Commissioner Robinson.
I have no reports, Mr. Mayor.
Commissioner Brock.
Yes, we have mechanical permit fee schedule, came out of Development Oversight Committee meeting, and I think, Sammy, if...
Yes, sir. Thank you, Commissioner Brock. And so a number of years ago, the General Assembly enacted some ordinances, and the goal for our building inspection office is to try to capture the cost of providing service. And you all probably know that we operate Rome Floyd Building Inspection not only as a joint department, but it is an enterprise fund, meaning it does not require taxes to operate it. It is self-sustaining, and so they sell permits. And so, in essence, the mechanical permit, what we have before you tonight at the top, as you will see, is the recommendations of a flat fee system. And so this will result in a net savings to most of our larger scale projects that end up paying larger permit fees. So this should be a welcome addition to many of those ratepayers in the community. And so what's before you, a flat fee of $90 for residential, and a $250 flat fee for the non-residential, and then reinspection fee, if required, would be $60. And we would need a motion and a second to get that approved tonight.
I'll make a motion, we accept those new fee schedule.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Mr. Clerk, call the roll.
Sir. Commissioner Robinson?
Yes.
Brock?
Yes.
Cochran?
Yes.
Beeman?
Yes.
Fisher?
Yes.
Hickson?
Yes.
Collins?
Yes.
McDaniel?
Yes.
Mr. Brock.
Downtown Development Authority will meet Thursday, February 12th, 8:30 in the Milner Building. I will be out of town for that. I've asked Commissioner Cochran. I hope he will be able to make it to that. If not, try to find somebody to fill in for me on that board. Rome, Florida Parks and Rec. Rome City and Floyd County Commission will hold a joint Parks and Rec Committee meeting on Tuesday, February 17th at 12 at the Parker Center on Kingston Road. And at 12:30, the group will depart for a tour of local parks managed by Rome, Floyd County Parks and Rec. We've had a lot of changes in parks, improvements, additions. So this is an opportunity for all of us to go take a look at some of these facilities and get a better handle on how those will be managed going forward. That concludes my report.
Mr. Cochran.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Commissioner Beaman.
On up under the historic preservation, there's a meeting scheduled for Wednesday, February the 18th. But now it has been canceled. That's good, because I was looking at I'll be out of town, so I was thinking, hoping it wasn't gonna be there. That's good. And up under Keep Rome Floyd Beautiful, the annual Arbor Day celebration will be held on this Friday, February the 13th, at 1:00 p.m. at North Stars Park, which is 1148 North Broad Street. That's Friday the 13th. Also, I wanted to share that I am happy to share that Keep Rome Floyd Beautiful has been awarded the 2025 Governor's Honor Circle Award by Keep Rome Floyd Beautiful Foundation. And this recognition honors outstanding achievements in community beautification, litter reduction, waste minimization, and community greening. And this achievement reflects the strong support of the city and the county. So I just wanted y'all to know again with Keep Rome Floyd Beautiful that we take that serious, and that is a joint project that is actually working. And before I end, I just wanted to share that we lost a giant in our community, Mr. John Stevenson, and the mayor and I will be going to his homegoing service tomorrow to present them a proclamation, and I just wanted to share that. And that concludes my report.
Commissioner Fisher.
For Public Works, Traffic, Transit, Trails Committee, we have a meeting Wednesday at 10 a.m. in the Sam King Room. For the Solid Waste Commission, we received 2 invoices for the recycling shortfall for the 4th quarter. One is for City of Rome and one is for Solid Waste Commission. I don't know, Sammy, if you want to talk more about that.
Yeah, just as a reminder to the commission, since we have been operating out of the new center on Lavender in cooperation with Floyd County, we do bring those overages before the full commission just so that we keep transparency in the process of the actual cost. And so the overage in this case for the 2 of the 3 entities, and so again, City General Fund, Solid Waste Commission, and then Floyd County, which they pay out of their unincorporated only solid waste fund. And so each of those 3 amounts is $36,866.09.
So do we have to vote on that?
Yeah.
Yes.
One
Yeah.
approval.
So we'll need a motion.
One motion, yeah.
We'll need a motion that we accept that and pay it.
I make a
moved.
motion. Sorry, Elena, go ahead.
That's
Okay.
right.
So move. I'll make the motion.
And I'll need a second.
Okay.
Any discussion?
Second.
We got 2. Mr. Clerk, call the roll.
Sir. Commissioner Robinson,
Yes.
Rock,
Yes.
Cochran,
Yes.
Beaman,
Yes.
Fisher,
Yes.
Hickson,
Yes.
Collins,
Yes.
McDaniel.
Yes.
Commissioner Hickson.
Yes, on the Alcohol Control Commission, the Alcohol Control Commission will meet Monday, February 16th at 5 p.m. in the commission chambers. And also the Library Board will meet on next Thursday, February the 19th at 4 p.m. at the Rome Floyd County Library. And I do want to take a moment to recognize Mr. Jake Hager, who has come off the Planning and Zoning Committee. He's not here tonight, but I just want to thank Jake for his volunteer and dedication to the city of Rome. I had the privilege of serving with him, and I learned a lot from him, and I just want to take time to give an opportunity to thank him.
Yeah. Thank you. Commissioner Collins.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I don't have anything from the Community Development Committee yet. We'll meet on the in the fourth week of this here, coming up this month. But I will tell you about the Northwest Regional Commission that I serve on. We will be meeting on February 19th at 11 a.m. in the Civic Center. And also to bring you some news that I brought to Mr. Manager from our last meeting at the Northwest Georgia Regional Commission up there. I was sharing with Mr. Manager that they have some upcoming grant money that's going to be available through the Georgia Outdoor Stewardship Program, and it's anywhere from $500,000 to $3 million max. Some of it is a little bit of a match, but I will tell you, I think it's going to come in very handy. I talked with Ethan Calhoun up there, and trying to set up a meeting, Sammy is, with his community development staff to see how we could go ahead and get that bathroom built at Eagle Park, as well as Ethan told us we might as well look at what other things could go in that park that this money could pay for, but we stand a great chance on getting that fund so we can get that done. And that's all I have, Mr. Mayor. I would like to say one other thing. Of course, this is Black History Month, but I wanted to ask Bishop Norris Allen, if I may, Mr. Mayor, could you stand, please? This gentleman has a magnitude of memorabilia, being a civil rights pioneer, et cetera, in this here community, and it's been all over Georgia, probably all over the world. I happened to be in two inaugurations. I hear somebody had in a tree hollering Bill Collins. He was one of them. But at any rate, I will tell you, what's your address, Bishop?
His post office is about 1862, Road, Georgia 162.
And the displays that you have is located where? Could you come to the podium so everybody can hear?
Yeah.
There's a microphone. There's a microphone.
Thank you. Now, we would like to say we have been serving history about 58 years, but the location of it's a private, it's out at the Camp 1 Saran, is 209. That's where it's located now. But I decided this year to bring it within the city of Rome where people can walk, catch the bus line, or come and see some of it. Now, I won't even say a quarter of it, about a little bit, few parts of that history. But we do have history dating from 1863 all the way to 2024. And it's local, national, and international history. And I'm not saying that you can come out and judge it yourself. We probably rank in the top 3 histories, civil rights histories played in the state of Georgia.
Thank you, Bishop.
Excuse me, I want to say it's over 200 Nixon Avenue in the Elder Mitchell Fellowship Hall this month. And on Friday from 1 to 5, you can come by and see it Friday and Saturday. And let me tell you this one thing I'll be through. Now, this fellowship hall where this history located is Bishop Elder Mitchell. He is a person made Rome as a resident in 1921. He's a founder and organizer of churches all over the United States. He was the presiding bishop of the Old Covenant Church called American Cooperative. He died right here in Rome. He is buried at Shady Side Funeral Cemetery. He's the first one to be buried there over in South Rome. People in Rome need to know that Bishop Elder Mitchell came from Atlanta in 1921, and he presided over the Old Covenant Church for 46 years. He lived right here in Rome, Georgia. And I was the 5th presiding bishop of that organization, but he was the founder. And I want to let Rome know that. And a highly man, well known all over the state when he was presiding 46 years over that organization.
I thank you, Bishop, for taking time out to give us that information. That's That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Commissioner McDaniel.
Thank you, Mayor. Committee on Committees met today at 4:45. Mayor Pro Tem Robinson and former Mayor Collins serve on that with me. We have some names to bring forward for Downtown Development Authority. We have a vacancy. Colette Hollingsworth's name is being brought forward. For Alcohol Control Commission, we're reappointing or recommending that Taylor McMichael and Doug Phillips be reappointed. And you heard the mayor mention for Land Bank Authority, Melinda Brown. These will be brought back up for a vote on February the 23rd. That's all I have.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Mayor, can I make one other announcement, please?
Sure.
Just want to announce, Ms. Beamer,
Yes, sir.
you go ahead and make it, swear, the announcement about the history program, please.
Put me on the spot. All right. So our next commissioner meeting, we'll be honoring our Black History Month legends in our community who build unity. You know, it costs a lot of money to build unity versus diversity and separation. So what we want to do is we want to highlight the pillars in our community who have gone the long distance of employing people of diversity and the ones who've actually paved the way to be able to create, help, support, guide, lead, and build bridges for unity. So that's what we'll be celebrating in our next commissioners meeting, our Black History Month honorees.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I want to tell Mr. Mayor, I'm sorry, but I want to just, I was speaking part of our program. The gentleman that brought up the information, Joe, are you going to make sure that we script it so we can see his points?
The handout from tonight?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And some of the others, if you guys come here, you got information on scheduling or whatever, that's the path you want to do it through. Thank you. Don't look at me, I ain't got nothing else, Joe.
Just checking you. This, end of this week, Thursday, Friday, several commissioners will be attending the Georgia Municipal Association Spring Conference, and we'll be getting classes to hopefully upgrade what we know and help us in our paths that follow on, but that will be the end of this week. And has anyone else up here on the panel have anything that they would like to share concerning any of the meetings that they've attended since our last meeting? What has happened in those meetings? What we need to be on the lookout for? We're adjourned.